Thanks to our council of leakers, the LEGO rumour mill has been working overtime lately, and we've got a massive batch of news covering everything. This is going to be a quicker than usual recap as I am unwell, but thanks to a I think I've got this. Starting us off with the Year of the Horse gift with purchase. Each year LEGO has released a small promotional build featuring the animal from the Chinese zodiac calendar. At 133 pieces, it isn't a massive build, but it's consistent with the previous entries, and the design captures the horse in LEGO's characteristic stylized approach, recognizable as the animal. Not groundbreaking or particularly innovative, but a nice way to wrap up the multi-year initiative. If you've been collecting these zodiac animals, you're definitely going to want to grab this one to complete the set. Turning our attention once again to LEGO Fortnite, it continues its run of getting things I want actual LEGO themes for. This time round, the anime that got me into anime, Bleach. Again, not a fan of Fortnite, but I can't deny how cool these designs look. Now, if only they were real sets. There are several new LEGO magazines on the horizon that you need to keep an eye out for. The LEGO Star Wars magazine features a Death Trooper minifigure, and the Ninjago magazine features a Curve minifigure, which is the one I'm probably looking forward to the most. And according to the latest information from TMM Bricks, the upcoming LEGO Minifigures set for 2026 just received a massive update. And massive is the operative word here. Previous rumours suggested it would be a large set, but the newest intel indicates it will be the largest LEGO Lord of the Rings set ever produced. Bigger than the already substantial Rivendell set that clocked into at 6,167 pieces. If that's accurate, we're potentially looking at an 8,000 piece set here. For context, that will put Minas Tirith in the same territory as the UCS Millennium Falcon, the Titanic, and the Eiffel Tower. This isn't a big Lord of the Rings set, it would be a flagship release on par with LEGO's most ambitious builds. An 8,000 piece official LEGO set could deliver both enough pieces to build substantial portions and multiple tiers of this iconic area, while maintaining minifigure scale detail for the most important sections. Although here's where things get uncomfortable for your wallet. If we're really looking at an 8,000 piece set, then prices are going to reflect that. Rivendell retailed for $500 and the Titanic was $680. A rough estimate would put Minas Tirith somewhere between $600 to $800, though LEGO's pricing at the moment in time can be unpredictable for these flagship releases. It's also possible this could be a D2C set, which is only going to be available through LEGO stores and the official website. It's also worth noting that while TMM Bricks has a decent track record, this is still rumour territory. LEGO hasn't officially confirmed, nor denied, anything about the Minifigures set being real, let alone its piece count or price. But there are multiple independent sources which have suggested a major Lord of the Rings set is on the horizon for 2026, and Minifigures has been the most consistent name mentioned. And casting our eyes towards May the 4th, Star Wars Day, LEGO is continuing its run of sets that should be their own theme. Namely the buildable lightsaber gift with purchase. This time it's the Darksaber, which might also be a promotion tied in with the UCS N1 Starfighter that we're getting next year. Not the Naboo one, the Mandalorian one. So, Star Wars fans, I would suggest you mark your calendars, as that buildable Darksaber will be releasing May the 1st, 2026. And finally, there is a LEGO Icons Project Hail Mary set rumoured, which is apparently a book written by the same author as The Martian, which I highly recommend you go read if you haven't already. This set is rumoured to be sitting at 826 pieces, so it would be a kind of mid-size icon set, bigger than a simple display piece, but not a massive flagship build. Now, 2026 is shaping up to be a landmark year across multiple LEGO themes. Keep an eye out for official announcements in the upcoming months, particularly around February, where LEGO often reveals its spring sets, and June for the fall announcements. If even half of these rumours pan out, 2026 will be remembered as one of the most exciting years in recent LEGO history. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a most wonderful holiday season. Bye!